WolfeyVGC is the best Pokemon player to have ever lived, ever existed. And he's been making content for years. He's been making YouTube videos for years. He even has a website called VGCguide.com where he has written over 1 hour's worth, over 10 different articles about how to play Pokemon VGC, which is why in this video I am telling you how in the era of Pokemon VGC that we play in today, WolfeyVGC, watching him, obsessing over his content, becoming a fan, and absorbing everything he has to say and do will equal success. You guys might think I'm glazing. You might think I'm overrating this player. But as a Pokemon player myself, as a competitor who is not just a beginner, not just someone who's never made Worlds, not just someone who's just like you, a fan who's grown up playing the game since you were a kid, in the last 6 months, I have sat across from him in a tournament with both of us undefeated. I have felt his aura, not from his videos or the stream matches. I have sat across from him and played him. And from watching all of his videos since I was 18 years old, at 24 years old, I had the chance to battle him, and I beat him. I knocked down the best player of all time. And I'm not taking all the credit for myself because I felt like the apprentice who beat the master. I have watched almost every single one of his videos, read every single one of his articles for over 5 years. I remember when I was in college, my freshman and sophomore year, hearing his YouTube intro, real YouTubist, da-na-na-na-na, watching Dark Type, Darsh the GOAT. I was watching that shit, guys. And watching the best player, who is already arguably the GOAT, continue and continue and continue to win multiple regionals, win an international, have an okay performance at Worlds, to then come back and go like 11-0 in Swiss, whatever metric you try to use, he is the best player to have ever walked this earth. And I am not. I am an average player. And I went from average, a fan, an apprentice, an admirer from afar, to someone who will now be competing in my first World Championships this year, to have made 2 top 8s at 2 different regionals, to have that's where I actually got this shirt, to have sat across from the most amazing player with the most aura you've ever felt in your life, and to have beat him in a best of 3, but only in 2 games. Like, guys, Wolfey has taught me how to be the best player that I've ever been able to be, and it took me a long time. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 main things that I have learned from Wolf, what he actually will make you like get better at, and how that leads to your success. The number one thing that Wolf teaches, if you watch his videos or read his content, is that you can do it. Wolf makes you feel like you can do it. It is the perfect combination of inspiration and motivation. For one, imagine watching a player whose story was that he fell in love with the game when he was 12 years old, just like all of us, and purely out of passion and desire and care for the game, he has shown to be able to win consistently at the local level, at the regional level, and the international level, and the world level. That's an inspiring story. It's like we had Ash Ketchum in the anime, but like, let's be honest right now. Like, Wolf is that in real life, but better. Like, bro has double-digit rings. If he had rings for each finger, if you guys watch sports, he'd have world champion, international champion, regional. Like, he's collecting championships like infinity stones, guys. Like, it's honestly crazy. And why I say inspiration is that it's not just that he's won so much. It's that when he streams and he's at these tournaments, he's actually having fun. So imagine someone who grew up like us, playing the game that we love, asking his parents for the game, to now traveling, making a living off of YouTube, being the best player, being a world champion, and also using the craziest teams. For those of you who are real Wolf fans, I'm sure you remember his Collinsville regional team where he finished second because the timer rules were broken, where he won with Liepard, Copycat, Dynamax, Reuniclus, Max Guard, Trick Room. Like, how? When he day 2'd with Espathra Sandy Shocks. When he used Screamtail to win the biggest tournament of all time. Not once, but twice. Like, this is the kind of player we're talking about. Who has like done things that we have thought impossible. And if that's not inspiring to you, then I don't know what is. It makes you be like, oh my God, I want to play with my favorites. I want to go and travel the world. I want to feel that moment where he stands in front of the stage like this. He goes, all these players traveled around the world to compete, 1,400. And he said it wasn't enough because he existed. So to me, that's inspiration. The motivation element comes in because he talks about how it's hard work. And a lot of us in real life, right? It's hard to do things when you're not internally motivated, right? If you don't have the reason to, if your parents don't make a lot of money, you're motivated to make a lot of money maybe. But if you haven't had it easy, maybe you don't feel the need to. If you're really feeling insecure about your body, then maybe you'll go work out because you're motivated by people bullying you or calling you names. But if you're comfortable, then maybe you don't feel the need to work out, right? Like, motivation plays a big role in Pokemon. For me, Pokemon is no one believed in me. I didn't believe in myself. I wanted to sit on top of the throne. I wanted to be on stream. My parents thought it was a bad idea. My friends were asking me why I spent so much money playing this game. But I saw Wolf. I watched his videos. I saw a player who was an ace, a GOAT. I love football. I love basketball. I love soccer. I got to watch Messi. I got to watch prime LeBron James. I got to watch freaking Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. And we are living in Wolf's world. And imagine if Patrick Mahomes made YouTube videos talking about how he's a good quarterback. Or if LeBron James was able to actually tell you how to be LeBron. Wolf has videos showing how he preps for tournaments, how he actually plays in large online tournaments, to him actually giving you advice on how to team build in a whole masterclass video. Imagine the best anything of anything, let alone a $1 million, million person in the world Pokemon game teaching you. So like, one, you're watching him and you're motivated because you're seeing someone can do it. Someone can make a living playing Pokemon. That's why I made this YouTube channel. That's why I travel to these tournaments. Guys, I went to my first ever regional tournament in Salt Lake City in 2020. I had no friends. I had one friend. And I went to a regional by myself. I went by myself. Like in college, my senior year. And sorry I'm blowing my hands, it's cold, guys. It's cold. I'm in the basement. It's cold. And it's like, it's because Wolf motivated. He inspired. He made me want to bring cool ideas. He made me like, it's truly what it is. And I'm not afraid to say that because like, I love other players. I love Aaron Cybertron Zhang. I love Joseph Ugarte's old videos. I love all these creators. But Wolf is different. Wolf wins big tournaments. He's won worlds. He's won internationals. He won global challenges with Colossal and Screamtail and all of these wonky ideas. He almost won with freaking Yan Mega, bro. Yan Mega in freaking this world we live in today. Like, if anyone can, or if he taught us anything about this game, is that you can do it. And what have we learned? We've seen so many new players come out of nowhere and dominate and beat him. We saw him get knocked out of Worlds by someone who just graduated out of the seniors division. We've seen Justin Tang win his first ever tournament. We've seen so many people who are new to the game ball out, and almost all of them say the same thing. Wolfie started them off. Wolfie welcomed into this game. And again, he made me feel that I could do it. And if you're someone like me who's inspired by greatness, who wants to be great myself, I don't want to be Pokemon Trainer Joey on Route 1. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the most McFree round 1 where I play you and I'm like, oh, you gotta win. No. I want to feel like the best. I want to at least think I can be the best. And Wolfie lets me do that. The second thing is that now it's like, well, once you know you can do it, Wolf doesn't just end it like by making you like absorb his aura and make that feeling. No, he actually shows you and lets you know what it takes. Like, what does it take to be successful in Pokemon, right? Wolfie's taught us this multiple times. He's taught us 3 things: to be creative, consistent,
and confident.
That is what he has taught us. Let me walk you through them again. He taught you, you know what it takes. Creative. He always says, winning with your favorites is cool, but there's a way to be creative in a way with what's good, right? And he has showed us teams in the past couple of years where I'm going to name you Pokemon that he has brought to Pokemon Regional Championships. Espathra, Sandy Shocks, Screamtail, Reuniclus, Liepard, Yanmega. What else? There's so many weird picks he's made. And why do I bring this up is because he always has these new strategies. Like during Dynamax, he somehow discovered about Max Guard Copycat is Trick Room, Prankster Trick Room. What? He thought about speed boosting Hypnosis Yanmega. What? I don't even know if it was Hypnosis or not. I don't even know what it was. But he has all these wonky ideas, like Farigiraf with double Fake Out, with like double Grassy Glide. I don't even know what he was cooking, but he has all these ideas, and it lets me know that I can be creative too, and that I can try new things. Like, whenever you think you have something solved, you can always try something new. Like, for example, at the Toronto Regional Championships, my first ever time where I didn't just beat Wolf, but I made top 8, was I had 2 steel attackers. In my mind, that's pretty creative. I had Max Speed Archaludon that was Assault Vest. In my mind, it may not be the coolest Pokemon, but it's creative. And these ideas made me want to play. My very first regional I ever went to, I brought Dialga and Ferrothorn. Not the best, maybe, but it got me feeling confident in my own intuition and my own thoughts. And that's what he can do for you, to be honest. And creative also in the sense of like, creative in the things that you're trying, right? Like me right now, I'm going to NAIC. I played in a Victory Road tournament where I streamed over 10 hours this past weekend. And I wanted to try Annihilate, which is like a terrorist Pokemon. Like, you don't know what it's going to do. It's all game theory. It's all Final Gambit and coaching and all this crazy stuff. But it's creative. I get to try it. We've never seen Annihilate Scarf on a Miraidon Cali Ice team. We've never seen it. But I wanted to try it. I wanted to be creative. And it felt good. So, Wolf told you that 1, you got to be creative. But 2, he also, what made me successful personally, is that he told you to use comfort. Wolf always uses comfort, if you believe it or not. For example, in Regulation C in Pokemon VGC, in the era of New Balance, where it was Gyarados, Iron Hands, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, what else was on that team? I don't know, like Chi-Yu maybe, I don't even know. It was just the new Ting Lu, the New Balance team. Wolf ran Swords Dance, Lumberry, Iron Hands, and he made top 4. Then the whole meta did not follow him. They went Assault Vest. He stayed at Lumberry the whole time and dominated. In the last format, Regulation G, he was a Calyrex Shadow player. Stayed with it consistently. And what happened? He got really far in Worlds and I think he won a regional, finished in the top in an international, and then almost won Worlds. Fast forward and backward again. Perish song, perish song, perish song. Wolfie con perish, Wolfie con perish. Oh no. It's like that Marco Fierro impression. Like, this guy won Perish Song, where there was a strategy years and years and years ago. I think in a Massachusetts regional where he beat Ashton Cox. Now he comes in, wins the biggest regional Orlando in 2023 of all time with Screamtail Gothitelle. Then the power creep goes crazy, right? He always says you can only use Perish Song in non-restricted formats with Perish Trap. But no, the power creep went up and up and up to where now we're playing with restricted Pokemon. No one used Koraidon, and no one's used Perish Song. Wolfie shows up to the international championships in Europe and wins the entire thing with Koraidon, getting its first ever regional win, but there's comfort. That's that creativity of Koraidon, but the comfort in Perish Trap Screamtail in a restricted format. Do you see what I'm saying here? Like, he puts comfort and creativity. And again, I follow this. I try to emulate this. So what have I done? In the last few months, I've only used Grimmsnarl and Miraidon. And what has happened? I got 5-3 at one regional, which is okay. That's fine. I stay consistent. I stay with that mentality. I go to Milwaukee. I go top 8. I have a cup the weekend after where I have to play James Evans, who actually knocked out Wolf in Milwaukee in top 16 or top 32. And I beat James Evans in finals and I win a cup. I go to another cup the next weekend and I win that cup too. And I'm staying with the same team the whole time, right? And then I had the global challenge in the world. The whole world's playing. I finished 37th or 45th, top 64. And I'm using the same team. It's comfort, but what's the creativity? I was the first player in Regulation G or Regulation I to use Leech Seed Calyrex. And now everyone uses it, right? I was the first player to ever get a result in an official tournament with that, a top 8 result. And then Michael Derbez calls me to use it. All these other players continue to use it. That's my creativity of Calyrex Ice Leech Seed. But what am I doing? I'm putting that onto my comfort team with Miraidon, Grimmsnarl, Iron Hands, Volcarona, and Urshifu. Those are the same 5 I use in Regulation G. And I've been using Grimmsnarl on every single tournament except one since I started playing. So what is that saying? Is that comfort matched with creativity, taught to me by Wolf, the GOAT, has made me successful. I have seen Wolf dominate with Perish Song, or dominate with one team at a time per format. So what am I going to try to do? I'm going to try to find my dominant team to dominate in the format that has that little touch of creativity. So if you're watching this right now, and you are wanting to play in Regulation I right now, or going to NAIC this weekend, right? Or if you're going to NAIC, my advice to you, use what you're comfortable with, just like Wolf would, but add that creativity. Add that Koraidon to your comfortable Perish team. Add that Leech Seed Calyrex Ice to your comfortable Grimmsnarl Screens team, right? If you're a Sun player, like add maybe an Annihilate. If you're a Trick Room player, add a super fast Miraidon. I don't know what you want to do, but use your comfort and add a little bit of spice. That is what Wolf taught me to do, and it's changed my entire complexion of this game. It's made me able to go to the freaking World Championships. And the third thing about Wolf is that what he taught me is that there's one C that's missing. It's confidence. Wolfie is the most confident player I've ever met in my life. He literally has an entire merch line called World Champ Difference. So most of you know me for saying everything's McFree. I didn't even put this together until right now. Maybe the reason why I had this McFree branding, why I call this the McFree mentality, why I call you all my fans, my true supporters, my community, the McFree Mafia, is because I want to have my thing be associated to confidence. Wolf goes World Champ Difference, baby. Mine is McFree, baby, is McFree. Wolf will use McFree when I beat him. My whole point of this is that there's an internal level of confidence that you have to be a top player. If you're always scared, if you're always so nervous and anxious, I get it. Trust me, I've been there. You think I'm so confident now? No. My first regional, I could barely speak to anyone. I was so nervous. I made up like 3 friends. I saw someone in the first 5 minutes. They were my friends for the entire regional. I sat across my opponents, shaking so much I would misclick, that I could not even breathe before my rounds. But what have I done? I have practiced enough and played enough and fell in love with this game enough and honestly watched enough Wolfie content to know that I have to believe I'm the man in the arena. I have to believe that I can beat anyone. I have to believe that when I see a good player on my match, who's sitting across from me, that I can beat them. And at some point, that switched for me. And I saw Wolf do it. Wolfie is beating every top player you can imagine. He can. He's beating Marco Silva at his peak of his powers. When Neil Patel was winning all of his tournaments, he beat Neil in multiple top 8s. He is beating the best players in the European finals. He's consistently amazing. And he beats anyone in front of his way, in front of his path. So I want to do the same thing. And once I applied this to myself, what did I do? I beat Wolfe Glick. I sat across him and I beat him. I beat another world champion in James Evans, an international champion. I beat another world champion and regional champion from last year in Toller Webb, right? I'm beating these players. Like, I've beaten Joe Ugarte, the #1 American player right now according to the VGCP leaderboard. I beat these players. And it's not a fluke. It's because when I see the opportunity, I see it as an opportunity. See how I just said that? I don't look at it as, oh, auto loss. Oh, no. Wolf has taught me that you could beat anyone. And that level of, I always say McFree, I call Wolf McFree, I'm not calling anyone a bad player. Me calling you McFree, that I'm gobbling you up like this, I'm cooking you in the pot, I'm chefing you, I'm frying your shit, That is me telling myself that I'm confident. I beat in the battle. I love the battle room, and I love your content, bro. Good guy. But I beat him in my round 1 when I'm half asleep. Like, this level of mentality, calling people McFree, calling my mentality the McFree mentality, is all inspired by the world champ difference, baby, from Wolfe Glick, the best player of all time. So what does that tell you? If you match your comfort of your team, your foundation, what do you like to play, with a little bit of creativity, a little bit of spice, now you add real confidence to your battles. You are capable of literally, guys, I went to the top 8 once, I thought it was a fluke, and then I did it again. Like, that can be you. And I know it's hard, and I'm not saying it's easy, but it takes time. And the more you do these things, like play with your comfort, you practice, you go to tournaments, you believe in yourself, that moment will come where it will change. It did for Wolfe, and it did for me. So I promise you, as a very average player, that can happen for you. And that goes me to my third thing, is that Wolfe did not just tell me that I know that I can do it, or tell me that, you know, this is what it takes, but he literally opened my third eye. You're like, what's the third eye? You don't have a third eye. You're gonna be like, you don't need a third eye. You already have 2 big ones. I'm like, I know I have big eyes, man. I know, trust me. But my whole point is that he opened up ideas. He opened up my brain in Pokemon in this creative way where I can't even explain it. Like, I'll tell you about his teams from earlier. He's changed my entire landscape when it's come to team building. I will try literally anything. Anything. He has tried, like, what was it? During Pokemon Sword and Shield, the very first tournament, he was on the Aaron Trailer team that was trying G-Max Wildfire Charizard on a Jellicent team with Duraludon and, like, Whims. I was like, what is happening here? But he showed everyone that this G-Max move is good. Then he showed me you can, again, max guard a copycat. I think that's the most cool thing I've ever seen. And, like, all of these different ideas make me feel like I can try new things. Like, I can genuinely try new things. Like, if you have an idea, like, bro, I saw someone on ladder today using Eternatus Mewtwo, and it fried my shit. It cooked me 2-0. Like, these are the creative thoughts that's watching someone like Wolfe consistently try new things. He has got to rank 1 with baby Pokemon. He has brought Leafy onto rank 1 in Sword and Shield. He does all this crazy stuff. And it's not to say he's crazy or he's wrong or he's a mad scientist, but it's that you can try new things and open your eyes to a whole, like, my whole point is there's never a bad idea. So many players and top players always shit on beginning players and say, oh, this guy is dumb. Why would you want to try that idea? Why do you want to try Snowscape Slowking with Cali Ice? Well, don't hate it because you never know if it will be good, right? Like, Justin Tang, I think, won a regional with Stealth Rock, or Nick Navarre got really far in a regional with, like, Stealth Rock Ting Lu. Like, what? Like, you don't think that's possible? Like I've seen players do insane things. Like, and it works. And the whole point of that, Wolfe has brought this level of confidence of, like, he's showing up to tournaments and winning them and going really far with crazy ideas. So if anything, I've learned that it's opened my eye to what's possible, right? And that's what I'm learning. And that's what I want to show because it is possible. He had Calm Mind, Terra Grass, Booster Energy, Giga Drain or something Flutter. I'm like, what? Like, what even is that? But he did it, right? So it's opened my third eye in that way. But also when it comes to battling, it's opened my third eye. He plays so unique because it is so safe, so defensive, but, like, so macro bigger than you can ever imagine. And it made me go from thinking just 1 turn ahead to, like, okay, maybe I should think 4 turns ahead. Or maybe I don't know how to do that, which I don't all the time. So I'm going to just think, okay, Wolfie can punish us. He instilled into, I'm going to say it, he instilled a third eye, which is like the Punisher eye. Like, he makes me now want to punish my opponents. You make a mistake, blood in the water. Bow and arrow out, bang, you're done. That's what Wolfe does. He smells a weakness in your team, boom, that's what happens. And it's like, wow. So now you're giving me all these creative abilities on my team to think about, which for you, if you have an idea, write it down. Like Leech Seed, for me, I'm trying it. Annihilate right now, I'm trying it. Like, there's all these different things you can come up with, and it can work. Like, I'm sure in any IC, someone's gonna bring some nut shit. And I'm sure somehow, some way it's gonna do good. My point is that you don't know what's good until you try it, and Wolf has shown me that, right? And then two, it's like that punishing eye mentality of trying new leads, being unconceptual, thinking of the game in like a bigger macro perspective. Like, you can do this. And I can't explain it because he doesn't tell you exactly what to do. But by watching him play, watching all of his stream matches, watching his YouTube videos, watching his tournament live streams, like, if you do that for a period of time, like once every couple of weeks, or just enjoy some content, not only will you actually have fun watching his content, but you're watching a master at work. And that's what I've done. And it's opened my eyes to like trying new things, playing more aggressive, playing more defensive, being more counter style. And it's worked for me. So it's like, again, like guys, like Wolfie, by watching his videos and reading his articles on VGCguide.com, you learn that you can do it from being inspired and motivated. But then, you know, like you actually can see from his story and his play, like what it actually takes in creativity, in comfort, in confidence. And then he like opens your ideas. This is the more abstract idea, but he opens your ideas, your third eye to things you never would have thought, right? It's like, for example, do you think anyone knew what planets were until someone pointed out that there are planets in the sky? No. And now you're like, there are planets, right? AI. You never knew what AI was until someone made it and you're like, oh my God, what are all the possibilities? Pokemon is the same way. No one ever thought, like what's a good example in this meta right now? I'll use my own thing. No one would have thought maybe like Leech Seed, Calyrex Ice would work in a format where things are so, it's offensive, there's sun, there's rain, like you go last. But I tried it and it worked. Like, that's what is possible in this whole thing. Mewtwo Eternatus, I'm playing and I'm losing to it. So like, that's an example. And guys, like, again, maybe this is not the most very extremely specific, tangible things, but it taught me what it worked, right? Like, I started watching him in 2019, 2018. And for years, I was getting slowly better, following his advice. It gave me confidence. It gave me that freedom. It made me want to play more. It made me have fun. And then I kept building on those lessons, and now I've top 8 not once, but twice. I've won 2 cups and finished in second in the 3 I attended. I finished 45th in the Global Grand Challenge. I finished 17th just now in the Victory Road Tournament, and I might be going to my first ever World Championships. Not only that, I got to sit across from Wolf only once, and I beat my master. I beat the best freaking player. I beat the GOAT of this game. Like I'm trying to tell you, this is like really possible, man. Like if you think any limiting beliefs of yourself or limiting beliefs of the teams you can make, throw that mentality out the window. You need that Wolf champ, that world champ difference baby mentality. You need that McFree mentality because that's what Wolf instilled into me. And now I'm your favorite player's worst nightmare. Like, let's call it what it is. So, I don't know, guys. My confidence, I just want to be like, I want to be like my favorite player, but in my own way. I'm going to be me all the time. And I'm unapologetically myself. I respect all my opponents, and I love playing this game. And being able to learn and have again, imagine if Michael Jordan had a course on how to play basketball, or Tom Brady did on how to play football. Every single growing up, or Lionel Messi or Ronaldo had one for soccer or football. Like, you would watch that if you were aspiring. We have the best player to have ever played this game making us content for free. For free. So watch it, absorb it, learn it, feel it, and instill you, use it to motivate you, to inspire you, to open you up to new ideas. Because that's what I did, and it changed my entire Pokemon life to where now I think, because all of you have given me enough support over my play, to where now I get to make videos about this game because of WolfeyVGC. So, guys, it's crazy. If you want to see the video where I beat Wolfie, I'll add it to the card or something here, or I'll add it to the end of the video. But I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you're a Wolfie fan, like this video. If you're a McFree Mafia member, like this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking around. This was a cool video to make, and it's legit. It's legit. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. WolfeyVGC equals success. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, now that the casuals are gone, I'm here to talk to the members of my beloved community, the McFree Mafia. I want to thank you guys so much for this past weekend and this stream. It was amazing. We streamed for 10 hours, and you guys gave me the best weekend ever. I called my dad afterward, and it was a really amazing feeling. Like, I made my first super thanks. I made my first dollar off this channel, which I never had goals of really doing. I got to really get 200 people to watch at the same time and support me and cheer me on and wish me luck. And it makes me feel like I can win anything. I'm going to NAIC, guys. I think I could genuinely win this whole thing. And so many people have been messaging me on Twitter and commenting on my channel that people just want more videos. And they love this McFree mentality. They love this confidence that I have. So I've been thinking about it. I've been asking actually some of my close friends like Carrie D'Antona, who I made a team report with, that I want to create something physical that can make you feel like, I don't know, like you are actually embodying the McFree mentality. So for example, like, you know, everyone wears headphones for their games and everyone wears, you know, maybe a mask or they have a notebook to write their notes on. I want to create something physical that is super affordable and super high quality that you guys would want and to make you feel like you lock in. For me, at every tournament, I put my hoodie up or I wear a hat or a bandana. So I had a thought to make something you can like wear on your head to where when you wear it, you're like locking in. It's like, it embodies that McFree mentality. And whether that's a headband or a hat, I don't know. But I don't know, I want to create something for you. And I don't have an insane budget, like honestly. So maybe I'll only make 50 of them or like 75. I don't know if there's even any interest. But I wanted the video to end because I really think that Wolfie changed my life in this way. And then I cooked this shit, McFree. It was McFree. But I want to ask you guys, as you know, the McFree Mafia, my M gang. Like, I'm so excited to meet all of you at NAIC, hopefully. What you guys want? I will spend weeks making it. I will talk to any supplier, make the highest quality headband that says the McFree or the highest quality hat, whatever you guys want. I want it to be affordable, and I want it to be amazing high quality, and I want you to feel like how I feel in the game, to where it's like, all right, I'm going to play in a Pokemon tournament, I'm going to practice, I'm going to play my mini regional online, and when I wear this McFree hat, or this dark, whatever you guys want to call it, or this headband, I'm locking in. So, I don't know, comment the word, what's the word I should use? Drip. Comment the word drip in the comments. Or, yeah, comment the word drip in the comments if you are interested in something like this. I don't know if you guys are. I'm just trying to, like, give right now. And I'm having, like, the most rewarding feeling ever doing this. Even if I lose money on this project, I don't really care because it's not about the money for me. It's about, like, really enjoying what I'm building with you all. So, yeah, let me know. I appreciate it, guys. It's been Dark Type Darsh. Also, let me know what you want, hat or headband or whatever it is. Or anything, if you want anything. Or nothing. I'm open to anything. Again, I'm doing this for all of us here. So, yeah, I really appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. I want your feedback on my videos. I'm doing this for us. But, yeah, if you want to watch my last live stream where I played in the Top Cut, watch this video. And if you want to watch my last video where I talk about how I almost quit and then came back because of Wolf, watch this video. Thank you guys so much. It's been real. Like, subscribe, and the McFree Mafia, I'm doing this for you. I'm going to win NAIC for you guys, all right? I'll see you guys soon. It's been Dark Type Darsh. I'll see you guys later. Peace.